Here is Multiview D on page 18. So make sure you have it labeled Multiview D on page 18 and you have this paper. Again, our isometric sketch is already made for us. Feel free to build it out of blocks so that you have it to physically look at and refer back to. Step 2, identify the front, top, and right sides. And so we want to make sure we look for all 3 of those sides. So again, our front side is really important because we want to make sure that it gives us information. So if I'm a little person and I'm looking at this shape from the front, I can see this square, I can see this square, and I can see this backwards L. That's our front. From the top, when I'm looking down on it, I can see the top of this square, the top of this square, the top of this square, and the top of this square. And from the right side, when I'm over here looking, I can see this tall rectangle, which blocks the view of this one, and this little square. So again, we have a little hidden side that doesn't get colored because we can't see it. This wall right here blocks our view. Let's make our front. We're going to start over here, and I see there's 1, 2, 3 pieces. I like to start with this lower left-hand corner, makes it easy. So I make a square. So this square is this square. Right on top of that square is another square. So I'm going to draw that square. Square number 2. To the right side of this square, I have this backwards L, where it's 2 across, 1 up. So from here, it goes over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It goes 2 across on the bottom, 2 up on the right-hand side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now it only goes 1 in, 1, 2, 3. Then it goes down, 1, 2, 3, and over. So I have this gap that's in here shown right here. So I have the 3 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So our front is the green. Now, when we rotate this to look at the top, this top is the top of this. So I'm going to line it up. I'm going to go straight ahead of it. That's a square, so I can keep that a square. And so I draw that square. Right on top of that square is another square. So I have square number 2. To the right of that is another square. If you're not sure, build the piece and look at it. And then there's another square to the right of that. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. Let's check. Is it the same width? Lined up on this side, lined up on that side. So I'm good. There's the front, here's the top. Now the right side, looking over here. There's a square next to a rectangle. Well, this rectangle lines up with the top of this crooked part. So I'm going to just draw that over. Follow that carefully. And I go 1, 2, 3. It's 6 tall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I draw that. And then directly next to it on the bottom is a square. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. So I see these 2. Now, I notice that behind here, I have this one that I didn't draw. I can show that hidden side by drawing a line and saying, hey, look it, I can't see it, but there is something behind here so that other people will know that there's a hidden line there. By having the isometric with the front, top, and right sides, it helps us see those hidden sides. But by drawing this dashed line, I know that if I could see through it, I would see that there is another block there. Again, hidden lines are optional right now, but you can try practicing with those. So now we have a multi-view for Multiview D.